Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Talking Hytale podcast. I think this is the 13th one. I forgot to say it last time. But yeah, it's 13 episodes. I think. I could be very wrong. It could be 14. It could be 12. Who knows? I mean,
gosh, Swurvy, some people say that 13's an unlucky number.
Well, well then we could just pretend that this doesn't have an episode number. Would that be better? Just
it's the second 12th episode, right? The second 12th one, or the first 13th or 14th one.
Yeah, exactly. Ethos knows what he's talking about. Anyway, guys, as you can tell, we have Ethos with us. What's up, Ethos? How are you doing today, man?
I'd say I'm pretty fun today, honestly. It's beautiful weather outside for me, you know. Spirits are high, and I'm right here with two content creators I respect and admire, and friends I hope I'm friends with as well. So.
I consider you a friend. I consider you a friend.
Yeah.
You're a pretty cool dude.
Thank you.
Sure.
Well,
Glad you're having a good day.
I think I consider Senza a friend. Swurvy's a little... sometimes he's a little odd.
Yeah.
A little kooky.
Yeah.
Everywhere
I feel the same way, honestly.
More bowling. Anyway.
Hey, Swurvy?
Yes.
I do it out of endearment.
I know. I love you, Ethos. Anyway, guys. Obviously, we have Ethos, and we're gonna be talking about kind of the Hytale community today because Ethos. Well, let me tell you, he's pretty community oriented. Community oriented. He loves
there
community.
You go.
He's a pretty good. Yeah, he's helping me out here, guys. I'm not on my top game today, but Ethos is, so it's all good. But yeah, he's definitely pretty involved in the community. He's very active over on Twitter. He makes very good videos, which you guys should check out in the description below if you haven't already. And yeah, he's a very cool dude. And yeah, I think we're just gonna get started. The last two episodes that we've done have been kind of, well, just podcasts except with another member, but we're gonna try to make them more oriented towards the actual person, because we kind of hadn't done that, and it was like, I don't know, the last two podcasts have been interesting, but they were also fun to do. But yeah, I kind of changing things, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
Look at the camera, Swurvy. You keep looking towards me.
Well, because you're intimidating. I think you're intimidating me.
What's under the mask?
Oh gosh, I don't want to be intimidating towards anybody. I want people to feel safe around me. I am EthosPaladin. That's such a. Do you ever wonder where you got in life or why you're where you are? Never mind.
Ethos, are you okay right now?
I don't want to be intimidating. I want to be cool. I want people to be comfortable around me.
I was kidding, Ethos. You're
So
very
Swurvy.
comfortable.
Swurvy.
Yes. Yes.
Look into my eyes.
Now I'm
Are you
definitely
afraid of me?
Do you want the truth?
Yes.
Maybe a little. Ethos.
Gets head decapitated by fan.
Ethos, what are you doing? Ethos, get away from that fire. Ethos. I'm just kidding. I am not scared
going
of
to
you.
self-immolate. I am simply warming up because at least fires are consistently warm. Unlike certain alleged friends.
I can't help it.
Anyway, interview. Let's go.
I can't help but feel a
Alright.
little attacked from that, but it wouldn't be a Talking Hytale podcast without an interview. This has been an interesting intro, but
Very
yeah,
interesting.
let's get it to Ethos.
Yes, Swurvy?
I guess we'll start this off with asking you a pretty important question.
Oh, gosh.
What would you consider yourself? What would you consider your role in the HyKale? Oh my gosh,
Exactly, yeah.
Hytale
Well,
community.
if I were making HyKale, I would probably use a little bit of olive oil, just a dash of salt and pepper. It really has all the flavor it needs on its own. Either steam it or broil it.
I roast them. I make some kale chips with that. Olive oil and some
I love kale
salt.
chips.
It works.
Good
great.
method, Senza.
I actually eat that, by the way.
You know, I haven't eaten
It's really good.
today yet, and now I'm pretty hungry.
You know, it's
Could go
pretty
for a
late in the
granola bar right
afternoon. I
I always
would
recommend
recommend.
Well,
eating
to
kale
be
chips. They're
fair,
easy and
I
healthy.
woke up pretty late. What's pretty healthy? Sorry, I was...
Kale chips.
Yeah.
Kale chips are pretty good, actually. I've had them before. They're
Yeah.
not half bad.
But I suppose when you asked what my role in the HyKale space was, you did not actually intend to talk about the dark leafy green.
No, I did not eat those. I meant the wonderful game that has green leaves in the logo. Kind of. I don't...
Terraria! Hytale!
No, yeah, okay. We're not talking. Ethos, this is a Hytale. You know this is a Hytale podcast. You can see our logo right there.
Actually, I
It's a
can't.
HyKale podcast.
No,
The
no.
logo's in front of us.
Well, I use F5 in this. I don't know about you,
I
but
was using F5, but, you know, it sort of disoriented me a little bit. Plus, I want to be able to see
I mean that's
my
fair.
face
That's
on
fair
that
for
monitor
sure.
a little
But
better.
you know, F5, you can just see everybody. Well, I mean, it is a pretty nice face, to be honest.
I mean,
like,
that's just your
Thank you.
helmet. What's under it?
Okay, I'm going to be honest. Senza, Swurvy, audience, can you guys keep a secret? I'm a pretty basic, average-looking guy. I have no discernible features. I mean, I have a slightly larger than normal nose, blue eyes. Other than that, I'm pretty basic. I'm pretty average. Nothing would really stand out about me in the street.
well, there you guys have it. Ethos is very average, and now you can expose him.
Well, I don't think physical features are anything to be ashamed of.
Ethos,
Swurvy.
no, I'm kidding. I'm so
Your
sorry.
eyes are literally just two black dots, little lumps of coal, and they're
No,
like an
no,
inch above
they're-
your chin.
they're very-
That's terrifying.
No, it is not terrible. Don't.
I look into those, and
don't-
they're windows. They're windows to death, Swurvy.
You cannot bring Swurvy into this, okay? You can bring me into this, but Swurvy, well, he did nothing to you.
What's the difference? Wait, was that?
Well, Ethos, I hate to break it to you, but I'm not actually named Swurvy, and I don't look like this. Swurvy is more of a character per se.
But if you play characters, you'll eventually get tired. You need to play electrified versions of already existing personality traits.
I'm yeah.
All right, so questions.
Anyway,
So you
your
said
place in the
Hytale
Hytale
space, right?
community. Yes.
Yeah, so,
Let's
you
get
know,
to the
I'd
first
say-
question 8 minutes into the podcast.
Oh gosh,
Oh
wow!
my
I feel
God.
like I've sort of dilly-dallied here. I apologize,
Maybe
but
a little
hopefully for
bit.
the audience, it's entertaining.
It's
Let's
not
see, my
that
role in
bad,
the Hytale
Ethos.
space. You know, that's always a tricky question, but I would say that right now I'm sort of just a pretty small creator who makes not Hytale videos, but videos about the Hytale community. And I think there's a distinction there because Hytale videos might feature gameplay, right? They'll focus on really the game itself and its development, where I think Hytale community videos focus on things like Discords, the Reddit, Twitter happenings, right? Different content creators. It's very meta in a way, you know, instead of making a video on whether I think Hytale should be pay-to-play or free-to-play, I made a video on whether that discussion in the community is even productive, right? So I feel like I would say I make Hytale videos, but Hytale community videos. Though Hytale videos are pretty great.
Yeah, and I gotta say, like, guys, like, Ethos, extremely underrated. You guys gotta go check him out, because he makes very good.
Swurvy, you're making me
creative.
blush. I mean, you can't see it through the helmet, but I am blushing. I'm blushing.
I know I am. I know, and I hope you guys, seriously, if you haven't checked him out, seriously do it, because he makes really good community, like, kind of videos, and that's what we're about here at Talking Hytale. We're all about the community, because you guys are awesome. Anybody watching this is awesome. And that's that's a scientifically proven fact. That's
He doesn't
not
make the rules,
opinion.
he just explains them.
Yes, exactly. It's just the truth. The
Oh,
Hytale
also one more
community
thing. I do make
is-
fan
oh,
art
oh.
occasionally. In fact, it's how I got my start in the community, making fan art. So support your local fan artists, guys, because they are the backbone of many communities. Yeah, I mean, not to tickle my own ego. I mean, more like people like DecalXIV, Dairy Panda, Righteous Pebble, you know, and the countless smaller
Cool people.
artists, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's me.
If I remember, you
You are
made a
pretty
couple
cool.
videos interviewing all the artists.
I did, yeah. I
heard
did
that
make it was this one video, and it was essentially asking what is really the significance of Hytale fan art. And I interviewed Dairy Panda, I interviewed Yeet Guy, or formerly known as Yeet Guy, now known as Soul, Deck LXIV, and Fire, and we sort of talked about things like why the game is so attractive to fan artists, you know, what is it about the style and the in-game creation tools that's so attractive, and how the developers' interactions with fan art has sort of incentivized and encouraged them to create more. And I think it's a very virtuous cycle, you know, sort of the devs supporting the community supports the devs. I think, you know, if this machine stays as well oiled as it is right now, I think Hytale is going to go to huge heights.
Yeah, that is a very good way to put it, actually, because it's just there's such a good connection between like you were saying, the devs and the community is just so wholesome and amazing, and there's so much good and talented people. And it's insane. Like, I've never been this involved, like, or wanted to be this involved in, like, a community before. But, like, I'm genuinely impressed pretty much daily by things I see from the Hytale community. And there's definitely more to come. And especially when the game...
I did not mean that. I didn't realize that was possible.
Let's not repeat the end of the last podcast, guys. That was not very good.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Were people beaten to death? Wah, wah.
Yeah, I was.
That's
and
too
it was
bad.
pretty unfortunate.
I'm sorry to hear that. Being beaten to death, it doesn't seem very fun.
No.
I mean,
No, it definitely
it
was not.
pretty fun for me. I can't speak for him. But me and
I
Flash
really
had a
did not
great
enjoy it.
time.
Yeah, and then you guys both left me. It was yeah, it was not good. But anyway, not talking about death anymore, because that's not fun. That's not Hytale. We are talking about Hytale here and the Hytale community, which segues me into the next question. I don't even think I used the word segue correctly there, or grammatically correctly. I mean, you guys get the idea. Anyway,
I think you mean orthologically, as in the study of the correct use of words within a given language.
Well, maybe Ethos. That could be it. I'm actually not sure. But what brings you? What is like you said earlier, attracts you to the Hytale community? Why are you so invested in it? Because obviously you have a lot of things you can be doing, but I mean, you've definitely shown you're interested in the community, the members, and like, you know, the game in general. But you're definitely very into the community right now, which I find very cool. But I wonder why. What brings you? What draws you to it?
Well, you know, I think the main thing, I feel like when people are asked this question, a main sort of common thread or motif that comes up a lot is dissatisfaction with a certain aspect of Minecraft, you know? Maybe somebody is dissatisfied with the state of building in Minecraft and they think Hytale is promising a bunch more building, or somebody's dissatisfied with mods, right? And they think Hytale is really going to improve in that department. I am dissatisfied with the state of Hytale, or Minecraft girlfriends. All right. If you look at the female avatars in Hytale, they are superb. They are incredibly attractive compared to Minecraft girl skins.
Oh boy.
Ethos.
Oh, sorry. You meant my second to first reason. Well, I do think, you know, I think I saw the trailer on the first or second day it was released. It was in a group chat. And I was blown away the instant I saw it, you know, and I sort of followed it in the shadows for a while. You know, I watched a lot of 30 virus videos on it. Game Gurus was sort of like a big source of my Hytale infotainment, and that was the point when we still thought it was going to come out that year. You know, once it got to around summertime, and then they announced, oh, we're not really going to do a lot of information revealing anymore. We're going to slow down on that. I sort of paid less attention, but then towards the end of the summer, when more blog posts were revealed, I actually started looking to the subreddit, and I thought, wow, these people are really cool, you know. So I never exactly went out of the Hytale community, but there are definitely times where I paid less attention to it, or I should say, I was always observing. I always observed what happened and how people reacted to different things. Until I joined in, I think, that November or October of 2019, when I made some fan art, and it was very highly received by the developers and the community, and I sort of knew, hey, this place really is a great sort of cultivated ecosystem for the expression of art and sort of just community values, if that makes sense. So yeah, and of course there are the actual in-game things that makes Hytale so attractive, but those have been talked over for probably thousands of hours at this point.
Yeah. So
it's great to see how the Hytale team reacts to upcoming artists or members, especially like you. They went in straight to just welcome you, and I think, like you said, it's a great ecosystem or community for an upcoming game, and they're doing
so
it
Ethos,
well.
what you're saying is that it was basically love at first sight, and that it's your home now, right?
Well, you know what? In a way, I think that's not too inaccurate of a way of putting it. As far as I can remember, I should say, as far as I've known of the fantasy genre, I've always wanted a sort of less realistic, more artistic sort of fantasy game that was very sort of creation inclined, and Minecraft almost scratched the itch for me. It was very, very close, but it just didn't have what I was looking for. It didn't have as broad of customization, right? Multiplayer interactions still felt slightly lacking. Well, or maybe that's just in retrospect, because at the time, Minecraft was the bomb. Things felt real. It was really cool. But yeah, it was sort of love at first sight. It really hit a lot of things that I had been looking for in a game. And I think a lot of people sort of feel that way, and that's why it hit off as well as it did.
Yeah. That's actually why I was drawn into the Hytale space in the first place. I was like, it was. I've had a few run-ins with Hytale before, right? I watched the trailer pretty much the first day it came out, I believe. I was like, wow, this game looks pretty cool. But then I kind of forgot about it. And then I remembered I got a video recommended to me. I think it was from Quebec Corner actually, and it was a Hytale video. I was like, hey, I'm gonna look into this video. I think it was this gameplay clip, right? Because all Hytale gameplay. I started watching that. I was like, dang, this game looks cool. This checks all the boxes of games I want to see, or things in games that I want to see. It had a fantastic sandbox element and a bunch of creator tools and mods and all that kind of good stuff. And it was just it was really exciting. It's hyped. I still am excited, but seeing all these things that I've wanted forever. And a game like Minecraft, a game that pretty much is has been my main game for the longest time, laid out in front of me into a similar style, I see you're spinning in the chair, Ethos, so you're having a good time.
Listen, I'm going to be frank here. I don't think I've ever sat in a spinny chair in real life and not spun around in a full 360-degree circle at least once.
That is a good point. I respect it. I respect it.
Thank you.
But,
Yeah, and you mentioned Quebec Corner, or unless Senza, do you want to say? Were you going to say something before? I just don't want to. I want to make sure I give other people room to speak.
It would have been basically the same answer, because that's the exact same reason I was drawn into Hytale. I saw it was something like Minecraft, but it wasn't as limited, And I think that's what's so great about Hytale. There's so much to do. There's so much to explore, and unlike the bland game Minecraft is, it can be creative, of course. You're not exactly limited, but in the ways of content, you're limited. There's no adventure aspect when it comes to Minecraft.
No, I wouldn't say it's super limited. I think there are definitely ways to express yourself creatively. I think the devs, as of recently especially, have been really putting their all into the development. But yeah, I feel like Hytale scratches a bit more of the itch.
Yeah.
With all due respect to Minecraft, because I love that game.
Of course.
Also, talking about, sort of history of the community, you mentioned Quebec Corner. I can't believe I haven't mentioned him already. That dude is... I have so much to thank him for. Honestly, because when I was a very small artist, right? I still am. I'm not gonna
underrated.
As
Go check him out. All of his links in the
community
description.
Asset, right? I am 40 or so subscribers, 100 or so.
Go check him
followers.
out.
I'm not a
Go
huge
subscribe.
asset, but when I was
Makes
even
good stuff.
smaller, Quebec Corner was one of the guys to really prominently like my initial fan art pieces. And eventually he made a post asking, hey, I'm going to do another fan art wars, similar to the one he initially did between Fire and Swifty. And he asked if anybody was interested, and I said yes in the replies, and that night or so I got a DM from him, and a week later I was talking to this guy, and this guy who was so welcoming and such a good leader. I really look up to him for that. He's such a good community leader, and he just welcomes people in with open arms, and he did that for me, and I really owe him probably my role in the community right now. I think I owe a lot of it to Connor and how embracing and willing he was to work with smaller creators.
Yeah, Connor.
So yeah, go subscribe to Kweebec Corner if you are.
Connor's definitely done a lot for the community. He's brought so many people together, and he's definitely gotten people hyped for the game. He's checking like all the boxes of like a good Hytale, like everythingness. I don't even know how to put it, but like he's definitely, I understand.
He doesn't even do just Hytale. He does a lot of stuff about Minecraft's history. I think he made a video, I wouldn't say recently, but last year, that blew up, and it was really good from the start.
The 10 years of Minecraft?
Yeah,
that one was really good. But yeah, I mean, he does a bunch of stuff. But yeah, all of his content is really, really well made. And he's just such a prominent member of the Hytale community.
Yeah, it's a little suspicious in some ways. It's like, okay, this guy's a good leader. He's welcoming to small creators. He's professional, There has to be some skeleton in the closet.
He's plotting. He's going to take over the world.
He must have some ulterior motive. But you know what? If he does, I'll stick with him.
Yeah, that's okay. We're here for you, Connor.
Hold on. Was that a pun? As he's made of wood.
What?
Stick?
Senza.
That is a pun. Sticks are wooden objects. Yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the verb to stick, but yeah, you're right. I guess it was kind of an accidental pun.
Senza with your.
See, I'm a person of puns. I love puns.
He makes horrible puns, guys. Senza sucks at puns. Oh my god, you should have seen some of the original scripts for this video. So bad. He made this ocean joke. He was like, in the sea or something. I don't even know. It was just not good.
It was great.
Guys, no, it's not. Don't listen to him. He's lying.
Swurvy, let's be nice here. All right,
I'm sorry, Ethos. I should... It's a little bit unprofessional to, bully your co-host, but...
Senza's your friend? Senza's my friend.
Well,
and
I wouldn't call him
too.
that.
Sometimes I bully you a little bit.
What?
And it's something that we all need to work on. Let's all take a deep breath, all right?
All right, I'll breathe.
Don't you feel better now?
You know what? I do feel better. Thank you, those guys. Listen, this guy is not just an amazing part of the Hytale community. He's also a therapist, a very good one. So be it.
Well, listen, I don't want to oversell my role in the Hytale community, all right? I want to make it very clear. I am not your job. That is my job. In a very large, well-oiled machine, and there are much larger cogs. Go check out Dairy Panda. He was my adversary in the fan art wars, and he was awesome. Go check out Righteous Pebble. He creates insanely detailed fan art works. Go check out Kweebec Corner. He's incredible. Dank Corpse, Declan XLXIV, so many more. Jamble.
Guys, this guy is so humble. But
sorry.
He's not giving himself any credit. Come on, guys.
Well, no, I've done some things. I made a few videos, but at the end of the day, like, I'm a cog in a machine. And this machine could take over the internet.
Yeah, no. Ethos is going to be on top of the internet someday. I guarantee. He's just going to be everywhere. Everywhere you look. Ethos. Like, probably... Ethos.
The prospect of being known is intrinsically terrifying to me.
Oh.
But hey, we'll see where we go.
It's okay, Ethos. I'll be there to support you.
Thank you.
And so will the entire community. Because Ethos, we love you, man. You're a cool dude. And you do cool things. And that is cool.
Well, thank you. That really means a lot to me, more than I could say.
Cool.
It's no problem, Ethos. Not a problem at all. Because, yeah, Ethos, you've been a very... I know when I was getting into the community, I started talking to you, and you were very welcoming and nice. And you're just a cool dude, man. And you guys, if you haven't, I know I've said this, but check him out. Check him out everywhere you can. Show this guy some love because he deserves it. He definitely deserves it.
Thank you.
And I know his cheeks are probably so red right now, but
They are. Here,
Which
I'll look
cheeks?
in the reflection of my glass. Oh, they're a little red. I'm blushing a little bit.
guys, this is so wholesome. Just like the Hytale community, just
Yeah.
like everything today. This has just been a good day.
Also,
good
if
day.
you guys aren't subscribed to, because I think YouTube statistics show a lot of people who watch videos aren't subscribed to the channels. If you guys aren't subscribed to Talking Hytale, I'd recommend it.
This is true. He is speaking the truth.
Wait,
I think
so
you should listen to Ethos.
What happens if they aren't subscribed? What happens?
They
Well,
just don't
that's
get
their
Hytale.
choice.
They don't get Hytale. No.
But
We
yeah,
got
they
we
don't-
gotta
they don't
we
have-
gotta
they
give
don't
them
have,
incentive.
regular
Exactly.
access to some of the best Hytale community content, right?
Well, there's
Subscribe or
your
no
point.
Hytale. That's gonna be our new motto. Subscribe or no Hytale.
Subscribe or no Hytale. Do we have that authority?
I think we do.
That's
I think that
fine.
works. Yeah.
Subscribe or no Hytale. It's a little too imposing, maybe. I don't know. I'm no
Well-
communications major yet.
It's we can just chalk it up to a work in progress.
That's good.
Yeah. But yeah, we're actually nearing the 30 mark already. So
Oh,
I know this
shoot.
was that felt like 5 minutes. Holy crap. Ethos. The power of Ethos, dude. Holy crap. That flew by.
This man.
But I think it's awesome.
Yeah. So I have
Very awesome.
one more sort of generic question for you. Before we end the podcast. So, what side are you on in this war of creatures, like with burning Kweebecs and burning Mosshorns, or saving them? What side are you on?
I'm gonna be honest, Senza, and I know the entire not all of the community, not the entire community agrees with me here, but I tend to err on the side of saying that genocide is bad. So I will say, I'm fine with the existence of Kweebecs and Mosshorns. I don't know. Could be a little radical.
This is what should be true. This we need to unite instead of tearing people apart. And I mean, sure, arson can bring a good laugh every once in a while, but at the sacrifice of these beautiful mystical creatures, that's a little too far. And
Actually,
and Ethos
arson
is all
to
knowing,
a person's
so-
belongings, whereas I think it would be immolation that is a living thing.
well, let's not get too technical here.
Sorry about that. I'm a little bit of
It's
a
okay,
I'm a
Ethos.
little bit of an Adam Conover sometimes. I try not to be, but
Sort
You
of-
guys know if Ethos says that he's basically indifferent, then you should be as well, and you should not want to commit genocide.
Remember,
That's
kids,
just a good
genoci-
life
Yeah.
motto. Do not commit genocide.
yeah, remember, kids, genocide is wrong, and listen to your parents. They know best.
Wait, what if your
The man
parents
speaks the truth.
commit genocide though, and they?
Well, okay, there are some instances where you have to have common sense. Senza. You
Well,
can't just.
What if a
Commit
Kweebec
genocide.
steals one of your items? Like, are you not gonna burn it?
Well,
alive
then
in
you
a
can
couple
just
seconds?
politely ask, because if you show the Quebec that you're not going to burn it, well, then it's most likely going to give it back, because Quebecs, they're nice.
Well, then why did you take my item in the first place? Like,
As a test to see if you were a good person or.
Or perhaps there are socioeconomic pressures in Quebec society that lead some Quebecs to steal out of necessity. But
Well,
that's
my
getting a
test
little
is-
too
my,
deep.
That could be good.
My
Okay.
test would be how long it can burn. I feel like it would be a
so-
lot.
No, Senza. We're gonna wrap this thing up
No.
because we're at a pretty good mark. I'm sorry, but we got it because replay
That's
mod is
true.
really stupid.
Can we end
And also,
exactly
this
on
has been a
30
good-
seconds? All right, you got 20 seconds. Go.
Okay, alright. Hope you guys did enjoy this podcast. If you did, make sure to go check out Ethos because it's a cool dude. Hit that like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new around here or no Hytale. And yeah, we will see you guys in the next podcast. And also expect to see more podcasts a week where we do a community one and an actual, like a podcast where it's just me and Senza kind of getting back in the swing of things. We're also going to be uploading some actual Hytale content again, hopefully. But yeah, we got some good plans. We got some good things coming. Make sure, again, check out Ethos. Really cool dude. Hope you guys enjoyed. And we'll see you in the next one.
I hope
Oh,
this
yeah.
video bettered your day.
That was speedrunning. I'm pretty proud of myself. And yeah, hope you guys have a good day. Goodbye.